Right, so we have our materials and what we're going to be using for this little project. We've got the rat hair. So there's the 2 different coloured rats. We've got a small container that we're going to be using, and we're going to be using craft resin. This stuff is really easy to use. It clears absolutely crystal. We are going to be using the pressure pot just to make sure that there's no bubbles, nothing like that, from my vigorous mixing. Anyway, so what we're going to do first is we're going to mix up a bit of resin. Now we've made sure that there's no dust or anything inside this. It doesn't matter if it doesn't release. It should do, but it doesn't matter because I can just turn it off on the lathe if I wanted to. Oh, bugger. Right, okay. Let's tip a little bit of that back in. Good thing to know about epoxy resin is leave it room temperature before you're going to actually pour it, and it makes it a lot easier. Okay. Little bit more out of there. Okay, let's try that. Looks like I'm making a specimen, doesn't it? Ah, perfect. We're on. So let's part B. Now we've got to get this right because there's no tipping this back in. If I don't get this right, we're going to have a odd mixture that's not going to set. So, part B is a little bit more fluidy. If you don't get your mixture right, you'll end up with it not setting, and it'll be sticky, and it just won't be usable. You'll never be able to sand it or anything like that. Right then, I think we are about right there. So here are our hairs. So I'm not using them all. I'm going to use a little bunch of white and a little bunch of black, in case this doesn't work. And then we've got spare hair. Let's just grab a few of those. Okay, I'm going to put those on that side. And then we're going to grab some white, if I can. About the same amount, I reckon. And put those in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of just push them down with my sticky stirring stick. Can you see the bubbles in there though? I can't use heat because I'll end up probably burning the hair. So I'm going to push those under the surface. I mean, this is really thick, so they shouldn't really go that far down. I can see from looking sideways they're kind of halfway, which is cool. That's what we wanted. So this is my homemade shelving system. I've made it this shape so I can drop it down into the pressure pot. So if you're making a bowl or something and you've got to get your fingers in round the bowl, you can actually put your bowl inside there and just lower it down into the pressure pot. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our little sample, our little pendants, and we're going to pop it into the pressure pot. So I've got the metal clay limited pressure pot. It's 10 litre. This is one they sell. I think it's from made in Germany or somewhere like that, but it's really good. I don't need any more than 10 litres. We've got our dial on there and so on. So, right. Oh. Just pop it in there. Right, so we're going to be going up to about 50 psi. We have got an adjustment here that we can actually adjust if we want to take it less or more. Just going to let that settle for a minute. And that's it, we'll leave it overnight and I'll see you in the morning, well, in a split second for you guys. Overnight we've lost about 8 psi, which is about normal, to be honest. Right, let's see how this turns out. Well, there you go, not a single bubble in sight. Oh, that's cool. That's it, that's brilliant. Look at that, it's crystal clear. I mean, it will be once it's... This is all the scratches. Actually, it's picked up all the scratches that are on the bottom of the actual container. It's mad, isn't it? It's crystal clear. There's no bubbles in it at all. So next step is to kind of make it a little bit thinner. And then we're going to put the hole around that there. So I'm going to glue it to the lathe and put a hole in there. Or I don't know, shall I do it on the lathe or not? We'll have to see. I am going to give it another 24 hours now because it's still, I can still actually dent it. Yeah, see? Give it another 24 hours in the house and then we'll finish it off, shall we? This is the 320 grit, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the back of it now because I don't want any grit. All I want is that, I mean, I suppose the back of this stuff is probably about, I don't know, 6,000 grit, something like that, I don't know. Anyway, but we're going to be putting Yorkshire grit microfine on there. Right, and let's see what happens now. Looking good. Right then, let's go up to that one. Okay, so that's it, it's done. You can see that. The problem is, I keep getting my grubby little finger marks all over it. And it drives me mad. I keep having to wipe it. Anyway, so there it is, it's finished. There was a lot of sanding. There was most of the sanding, I just turned the camera off because you don't want to see all that boring stuff. It was endless. It turned out really nice. I mean, it's a reminder of Cheryl's pets that she lost, and I think she's gonna love it. She probably won't take it off. I really enjoyed doing it. I like to do these kind of sentimental keepsake kind of, I don't know, things, these projects. I enjoy them because it makes people happy. So there you go, it's done. I'll go and give it her in a minute. Right, so welcome to everyone that is new to my channel. My channel has kind of got into a kind of a live show. It's turned into like a live show channel, which I don't like. So I'm going to be doing less and less live shows and more build videos. The build videos are the you know, the process that I really love to do. I love to do that, and I love to share that and learn new things. The live shows, they're easy. You just put a camera on, you do something. There's no editing, nothing like that. I like the editing side of things, and I like the camera side, you know, setting things up. So if you're new to my channel, stick with me. It isn't a live show channel. It's a build all sorts of random stuff channel. And I've kind of gone away from that. So keep tuned. There's going to be loads of build videos coming up soon. And that's it. Hit the subscribe button. If you like what you see, hit the like button and all that stuff. And I will see you next time. I think I might keep this.